What's up, Coach S? 34 here. Who would have thought 30 years later this is where we'd be? Well, probably you, because you believed from the very beginning. Just wanted to say thank you. Over those years, you've started out as a coach, a teacher, a role model, a mentor, and most importantly, a friend. The lessons you and the rest of the coaching staff taught us are ones that I've carried with me over these years and ones that I try to instill in my own children. So I just wanted to say thank you. I love you. Black, silver, and nasty forever.
Hey, good evening, Yorktown. My name is Dan Scavino. I was number 45 on the Yorktown Huskers back in 1993. And it was an honor to be on that team with so many great coaches and former players. I just wanted to thank everybody for doing this tonight for us. It's very nice. It's very humbling. And we look forward to the evening ahead. Coach Santavicca, thank you for everything you've done with this program over the years. Thank you for bringing it to the next level and where it is. A lot of us were able to move on into the real world over the years and take what you have taught us in real world experience and tied it together. Sometimes worked out phenomenal, sometimes not so phenomenal, but everything you taught us and the values really had real world implications. So I want to thank you for that. Just an honor to be here. I could go on all night about various players and everybody here, but it's just truly an honor to be here. Thank you.
Coach S, what's up, buddy? Bernardi here. Hard to believe it's been 30 years and that us players are older than you were when you coached us. As I think back, a couple things that always stood out is to always do your best, always be prepared, and the importance of friendship and family. So thanks, Coach, and thanks to the rest of the crew. And thank you, Yorktown, for acknowledging this day.
Coach S, what's going on, man? I want to thank you so much for the passion that you live by, and I want to thank you so much for the preparation that you had when you were coaching. I think those two things, passion and preparation, are what I think about you, and I think it's how they've bled into my life, and so I greatly appreciate you.
Coach S, what do you get when you mix a crazy, driven coach with a bunch of crazy, driven players? You get this tonight. You get a lifetime of memories, you get a lifetime of friendships, and you get success. Thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for me, my teammates, and my family. You're the best.
Coach S, 22 here. I can't believe it's been 30 years since we last walked the walk together. Over that time, we've had many conversations, but I can't forget about the life lessons you taught me when I was 17. Your coaching, dedication, commitment to excellence went well beyond the football field. It's what helped shape me into the person, the father, the husband I am today. Respect, family, accountability, work ethic, perfection. You set the tone for that, and I continue to strive to be the best person I can be every day because of that. Thanks, Coach. Love you.
Coach S, the first time I went to a practice in the summer, you told us that if we worked hard and finished the program, we'd always be one of your guys. That promise is as true today as it was 30 years ago when you said it. We heard over and over again that this was more than about football, and that has always been true. I learned so much from you. I learned how to work, learned how to win. I learned how to work with others and overcome obstacles. I've heard your voice in my head a million times telling me that there's no problem in the world that hard work can't get you out of. I use the lessons that you give me every day in my job, with my family. Thank you so much for that. It's been 30 years since I put on football pads, but I still carry what you taught me. I'm very proud 30 years later to still be one of your guys. Thank you for everything, Coach. Black and silver forever.
Coach S was uncompromising and tough, and we knew he cared, though, because he always was able to get the best out of us. That's a lesson that I've carried with me as a dad and as a teacher myself. Coach S, appreciate you, and I love you.
What's up, Coach S? I just want to say it was an honor to play for you. Your daily lessons of hard work, dedication, perseverance, and grit shaped us into the men that we are today. Thank you for pushing us beyond our limits, never allowing us to settle for average. Yorktown has 2 state championships because of your vision and your inspiration, and you've given us memories that'll last a lifetime, and we couldn't be more appreciative. It's my honor to be one of your guys. We love you, Coach, and thank you.
Hey Coach, Gorman here. 30 years ago, you taught us that commitment and heart can oftentimes beat talent alone. It's a lesson that was true for football back then, but just as true in life today. Someone once told me the most precious thing you can give someone is your time. As I get older, I know just how true that is. I don't know how you and the rest of the staff were able to commit so much time to us, but thank you. It's a gift I will never forget.
Coach S., I wanted to express my gratitude for all of your incredible efforts over the years. You and your staff's dedication, guidance, and unwavering support have not only helped the players you all coached as athletes, but the men that we've become. Your passion and commitment has left indelible marks in the lives of the Silver and Black, and we carry those values you instilled in us today. Thank you for being an amazing coach, mentor, and friend. Now let's go town.
Hey y'all, it's Lynch. Hey, sorry I couldn't be there this weekend. Hey Coach, one of the best things you can give a kid is expectations. Thank you so much for believing in us enough and pouring your heart, energy, and soul to make sure we were prepared to live up to those expectations. Not just once, but twice. Coach, you combine that with the love and genuine care you show your players, and that is just the secret sauce, man. You can bottle that and sell it. That's true not just for football, but it's true for life, raising kids, and in the workplace, and it's just something I know I take with me. And just appreciate you and thank you for being the coach and being the man that you are. We love you.
So after graduating from Yorktown, I played a little bit of college football, and it just didn't work out for me. And it was very sad because I loved playing football. And a few years later, I did a semester overseas, and they had a football team. So I joined and I played, and it was such a great time. I never thought I would put the pads on again. And I wrote a letter to Coach Santavicca, and I was just telling him how excited I was and how much fun I was having. Well, he kept that letter, and he returned it to me 20 years later. That's the kind of man Ron Santavicca was and is. And, it'd be very difficult for me to put into words how profound and enjoyable the experience of playing football for Ron Santavicca was. And, but suffice it to say, it's been a foundation of my life in many ways, and I just can't imagine not having done it. And I'll carry it with me always, and I just wanted to thank all the coaches, Coach Deans, Coach Paradiso, Coach Walsh, Coach Costello. Thanks for the ride, guys.
Coach S., I want to thank you and your staff for giving us the opportunity to make memories that we're still talking about 30 years later. Love it. Love you guys.
Coach, you, Coach Costello, Coach Paradiso, Coach Walsh, and the rest of the staff, what you did for so many of us from 1987 to 2004, we can never thank you enough. From boys to men, always believe. 93 state champs. Let's go town.
Hi, Coach S. You and the other coaches were absolutely father figures to me. You taught me about hard work, determination. You taught me about being cooperative and working with others. And you also taught me about success. But not just success on the field. You also taught me about being successful in life. And I can't appreciate you or thank you enough for that.
Just want to talk a little bit about Coach Santavicca, how he has inspired pretty much my entire life since I had him as a coach, professionally and as a coach now for my wrestling team. He instilled not only hard work and attention to details as an athlete, but I had the opportunity to coach for him for a season, and everything was about the details. And in my experience, he taught me what it takes to be successful in life, on the field, off field, and he's one of the greatest men I know. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Coach S. It's Frenchy Fruquois. I guess the first thing I should thank you for is giving me a nickname that has stuck for over 30 years. But no, seriously, there's so many things that I'm sure the guys are going to talk about, about the field and how much we learned about ourselves and stuff. But the thing I'm most grateful for is the fact that you're there at our weddings, you're there at our funerals, you're there. Every time I bump into you, you ask me how my children are doing, how my wife is doing, and that's just really rare. That's really rare. And you've always treated us a little bit more than just players. And I've always appreciated that. So thank you.
Coach, I am the man I am today because of your commitment to the game, your commitment to life, your commitment to us. Thank you.
Anthony Santavicca here. A lot of you know me as Rudy, #1 hydration specialist, well over 10 years. I heard you guys are making a thank you video for our pops. And my brother and I just want to say thank you to you guys. Because this, for us, isn't a reunion for a game or a season. It's a family reunion. And not many people are as lucky as we were to have 100 older brothers to grow up with, looking out for you and helping raise you. And, I can make a video for 20 minutes talking to you about this because those are some of the best times of my life. And, some people say don't meet your heroes, but I disagree because we got to grow up with ours. And I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I wear Converse to this day because Donnie Weiss wore Converse. I still have a cassette somewhere around here. My first cassette of Appetite for Destruction from John Perez. My brother wanted to be Adam so bad, started losing his hair. And I can go on forever, but I really love you guys. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Not one game, not one team, any other level. It's the best of times. Love you. Thanks.
93-94 Class B state champs, 30 years later. Paulie Santavicca here. Some may recognize me better as 1.5, Waterboy #2. We heard you guys are putting together a tribute video thanking our father and the rest of the coaching staff for everything they did for you. And my brother and I thought it was only right that we thank you guys, the players, for everything you did for us. We had a childhood second to none because of the way you guys embraced us as your younger brothers. We had 100 of older brothers as we cruised the best town in the world. We were the 2 luckiest dudes walking around Yorktown. Thanks to you guys allowing us to share in your memories and your successes, teaching us what family and friendship is. And these memories, they've lasted 30 years, they're gonna last a lifetime. We're talking memories about cruising up to the Carrier Dome, crowd surfing amongst you guys just to get to the back where Myers had a huge bag of candy. Memories on the field, in the locker room, watching the game film afterwards. Forget your highlight films. Knowing exactly what song went with what game. Knowing exactly when number 13 was going to break his next jailbreak. After the fact, hanging out at DeAndrea's graduation parties with all you guys. Listening to the arguments about the 93 versus the 94. Who was better? Maybe it was the 94 offense versus the 93 defense. That would make the best matchup. And don't think for one second I have forgot any one of your jersey numbers, because I haven't. It was a special time in our lives, and every one of those days meant the world to us, and it created a foundation that we still live on today. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you so much again for allowing us to be a part of this night as well. We love you guys. Adam, 34 Jr., out. Go town, baby, go town.